What's up, y'all? Just got to the hotel, trying to get myself organized here. I got a bed to make a mess on because I have no roommate this week, and then a clean bed to sleep on. We got the XRT over here and a GoPro with some lighting going on. We're going to use that GoPro. Haven't used it since I got it. Um, I don't know, 6 months ago. So we're going to put it to use. Anyway, I don't know who I'm kidding. I'm probably not getting to this today. Um, just trying to see how I'd set everything up to record it. So we are probably just going to continue doing nothing in the room because it's almost bedtime.
What's up, y'all? So, kind of got a wonky setup going on here in the hotel. Been trying to make this video for a couple days, but the lighting situation in here is not very good because it's been raining every day. So, that said, I had to order myself a light. We'll talk about that later. But we have some stuff we got to replace. I got a bent toe bar, tie bar, whatever you'd like to call it here. We're going to replace that, and I got the servo horn, and I also got the servo saver and the steering bell cranks. We're going to put that in, and we got the tow bars as well. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this off right here, and then I'm going to pull the body mounts off for where the body clips to, and pull this bracket out, and that'll give me access into that stuff. And then we'll have to take the front tires off too. So let me get the front tires off and then we'll be back. Can see, that's what it looks like without the light, and that's with the light in there. Much better. So yeah, anyway, gonna go back to getting them front wheels off, and we're probably gonna undo the tow bars from the underneath, because that's the screws on the bell crank come from the bottom. Because I want to give you as much info as I can, the screw that you're going to take out is right in here on your steering bell crank, and then you turn your wheels to the other way. It's a little bit stiff getting it to turn, but the other one will be right down in there as well. And it is a 2.5 millimeter Allen to take those out, and I'll show you where the other ones are here in a minute. The other ones are 2.5 as well, and they're right here on the steering knuckles on the top, and that's where those will be located. Take those off, and then I believe these have 3 screws that hold them on. Nope, front ones only have 2, and the back ones have 3. So there's only 2 screws that hold those on, unless I'm missing one. I thought there was 3, but I only see 2. So those are 2.5. Yep, 2.5 millimeter as well, and I think the rest of this will mostly be 2.5 millimeter. We got the air conditioner in here making a lot of noise too. I just shut it off, so give that a second and that should shut off. There we go. Just a little bit of information too. When you replace these tow bars, you can see here on this, you have a longer side and a shorter side. This longer side is going to face your upper control arm when you put it in, so it'd be this would be the side facing you if you're looking at it from the top. And your screws, the outers are longer than the inners, so remember that too. The inner gets a short, the outer gets the longer screws. Yeah, let's keep going. Now with your body mount, you have the same thing. You're looking at it, this is from the top like you're putting your body on. This top screw is longer than the bottom screw, and that's going to be the same on both sides. And that's going to, once I take that one out, this will come out and be out of the way, and we'll be able to get into this. Okay, so this top piece here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws to undo. They're all 2.5, and I just took it off and left them all in the same spot because I believe there are, yeah, there's definitely some different lengths there, so I just left them where they were. And now we're going to get into here and start taking this apart. And I'm pretty sure I got some new bearings too, so we might put some of those in there. But let's get this apart and get all this out of here and put new stuff in there. I think we're gonna leave this little bar here on the servo. I don't have any reason to change that. That's not broken. I mean, none of this is broken. It's just one of those is bent, but I bought the stuff and I wanted to change this stuff in here, so let's do it. Steering servo link you have to access from the bottom. You got to get it lined up in there and then stick your drill in there or your Allen key and well, hope that there's no rust in there. Hope that it's a 2.5. Actually, I think it's smaller than 2.5. So let me grab a 2. Let's see if that's right. Yep, it's a 2 millimeter. So that is a 2 millimeter. So let's get that out of there. Okay, and I might have a pair of pliers I can pull that out with, but we'll get that out and come right back. And I think that there's another screw that I have to undo down here to get the servo, the bell crank horns out of there. I'm gonna pull the whole bottom skid plate off, so we're gonna pull the servo out and change it all. So, yeah, let's get to it. There is a bracket right here. It is two 2.5 millimeter Allens. You get to this, and then I'm gonna pop the rest of the servo stuff from the front and then come back down here to the bottom. You know what, no, actually I'm gonna try to get the servo out right now. Let me do that and then I'll be back. And these 3 screws are what hold your servo in. They're a 2.5 millimeter Allen as well, and this is what was on the servo horn on the other side there that went to the bell crank. I'm assuming that is going to be quite similar on the same side here. So let me get that off. Let me change that and put it all back, put that back together and get to the front side again. I went ahead and grabbed a rag and I wiped some of that dirt off of there and off the back of here. And that's always a good thing to do, because the cleaner you keep it, the cooler it's going to run. And when it's covered in dirt, it's going to get hot, and that's when you're going to start to burn stuff up. So keep that in mind. Do your maintenance. Keep your stuff clean. Don't make your truck look like this. Again, I don't know if I said in this video, but this was used. I bought it to make videos of, to go through and fix. So here we go. Now, when it comes to putting the stuff back on this is a 2 millimeter Allen here. This is a 2 millimeter Allen here. And I did it by hand. You do not need to use power tools to put them back in. You will just overheat the plastic, and then your screws will never get tight in it. So remember that. And then we're just going to put this back in here, drop it down there like that. Oh, we're going to put the bearing back on, which I was going to put a new bearing on there, but this one is like brand new already, so we're not going to worry about that. So we're going to set that back into place, set the servo back into place, put those three screws back in, and then put the screws in here, and then flip it back over. Alright, well right now I'm struggling to get this side out, but I have this side all together, and I cleaned up the bearings. The bearings are good, as well as the bearing that's in there. I do have bearings I could replace them with, but they're good, so I don't see the point in wasting the other bearings in case I need them somewhere else. So I'm going to continue to try to get that out, get that cleaned up. I did take a brush in there and cleaned up some of that. Once I get that one out, I'll clean up that side. I will have to take this whole front section off and actually pull it apart and clean it to get it the way I want it, but it's better for now. Well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it to you. I ended up pulling the front of the chassis off, which is very easy. It's 2 screws on the bottom, and then 2 screws here, 2 screws here, and these 2 screws. Very simple, very straightforward. But this plastic piece right here is part of your front bulkhead, and there's nothing that holds that on there. And I've watched enough Kevin Talbot videos to know that you don't want to break this off. If I had a hot glue gun and a long enough screw, I'd be doing the mod that he shows that he does, where he puts a screw on the back side that goes through it. That's why I thought there was a screw in it, because I was thinking of his videos. But there's not a screw. But if you put a screw in there, it will stiffen this up, and the hot glue holds it in. Anyway, that's out. We're going to put this front part back on, and then we're going to put this steering stuff back in. All right, we got all this back in here. Got this going back across. New screws put in there. We have to get the servo rod connected back to this, which we got to do from the bottom side. So since we got to do that, then we'll throw this back in on the top right now and put that in here in a minute. We're back together, and both my wheels are straight now. I don't have crooked eyes, so that is positive. Now to put some batteries in it and go play with it later if this rain ever stops around here. Y'all have a good day. So I just want to say thank you. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching the video, especially to this point. And hopefully maybe it helped you. Maybe you're working on your XRT or your X-Max and you needed some moral support on how to get in to work on your steering. That said, I also learned a valuable lesson using a GoPro. And you can hear it in a few clips of this video, but don't start talking as soon as you start recording. Give it like 10 seconds and then start talking. Otherwise, it's not very good audio. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Hang out with me. I'm going to try to make more videos, doing a bunch of different stuff, I guess, working on stuff, taking stuff out and playing with it. But other than that, again, that's all. Thanks and enjoy.